When it comes to strange guitar gear, one can only think of the NAMM show, which is coming up at the end of the month. I'm gonna be there. Hope to see a lot of you guys out there, both friends and fellow YouTube people that I haven't seen in years. I have a lot of plans going out to California, and one of them is probably gonna be to see this guitar in person. It's Machine Gun Kelly's brand new signature razor blade guitar. That looks sharp. Now I have thoughts just right off the bat. Thinking of weird guitars we've seen over the years, I don't think there was one more controversial than the reverse Gibson Flying V, or was it the weird shaped Flying V? One of those Flying Vs a lot of people didn't like. Fender crossover, parallel universe guitars, those ones were a little controversial. But this is a razor blade guitar, and it's not just a razor blade like novelty guitar. It's a razor blade guitar made by a company that also makes guitars for guitar players like Nick Johnston, who's an incredibly serious and well-respected guitar player. So I think that's the biggest thing just to me, is the umbrella that Schecter encompasses from Machine Gun Kelly to Nick Johnston. It's just very eclectic, but I'm not here to talk about branding. I don't really care what companies do with their own identities. I do want to ask you, what do you think about this guitar? Just leave a comment. What's the first reaction that you have? My first reaction was, did they mean to do that? You know, the responses are understandably a little outraged. I'm so offended right now. Where does it end? What's next? A syringe guitar? And yeah, you can use razor blades for other things, but most of those things are like dangerous and horrible things. I guess shaving, you can shave with a razor blade, but nobody shaves with like a razor, right? You use a protective razor blade enclosure. So maybe this guitar needs a protective enclosure for it. But again, I probably have that negative association with the razor blade because of Machine Gun Kelly. Isn't he kind of in that punk realm, which is like all emo? And by the way, I'm not making fun of anybody who actually struggles with those problems. The whole self-harm topic, I think a lot of people have addressed. A couple people saying each other sucks. Nothing new here on the internet. Let's talk about what could be a silver lining. A razor blade silver lining for this. This guitar is not for guitar players. It's not for us. It's not for anybody watching this video, most likely. And it's not only not really for us, it's specifically for MGK fans and the fans that get his art, as he puts it. You know, maybe the razor blade would match, you know, I could be like, I got the scar from this razor blade guitar. Pretty good marketing. Hey, MGK, cut me in on 5% of the marketing for that slogan. They'll probably sell like 1,000 of them because Machine Gun Kelly is so popular with people who aren't us that it will become a good business decision, I guess, financially. But at what cost to the social value and the perception of Schecter? I don't know about you, I always considered Schecter, and I was talking about this with my friend Jared James Nichols, who actually showed me this razor blade guitar, and he gave me his guitar. I mean, a signature guitar like this is unique. It has one pickup. It's a really interesting color. It's called Blues Power, and yet this is a kind of signature guitar that, you know, is acceptable. I don't know. What is the right word? Am I being too woke or something? I don't want to say like acceptable, but like will be taken seriously. So I guess it's just like the punk attitude, right? MGK wants to be the punk, and so if he puts out a guitar that makes everyone mad, split decision one way or another. I don't know which one is more unbelievable, him wanting to do that or Schecter actually doing it. But I guess you can't say no to a big pop star. And like I said, I kind of feel weird if somebody did have a problem seeing razor blades, but it's like, you can't just protect everyone from everything, right? So I don't feel bad putting this on display, but I also feel like it's important to disclaim, like, yeah, this isn't really something that I would endorse. I don't know how the razor blade holds up against a real guitar, and I'll just keep it at that until I lay fingers on it. Hopefully I don't cut myself. How many bad jokes can we make about the razor blade guitar in 30 seconds? Ready? This guitar wants to be cool, but it just doesn't make the cut. You know who actually would like to play this guitar? The Edge. You know who else might like to try this guitar? Slash. I wonder if this guitar stays in tune or if it's always sharp. I guess a lot of people across the internet are trying to figure out the point of this guitar. This guitar really stabs your attention. What do you use to clean this guitar? Shaving cream? Is this guitar for all parts of the body? I mean all types of guitar players? That tain't funny. Alright, that's enough. If I do find this guitar at the NAMM show, I'll try and put on some shaving cream and get myself a nice trim. And I'll play some licks. I have nothing against anybody. I don't think anybody's wrong for anything they try to do. In fact, I'll try and find as many strange things at that show as I can, try and meet up with as many buddies as I can, and make a really cool video for you guys. Because the most popular video I ever made is at the NAMM show 2019. Still can't top it. That Stairway to Heaven joke, I rode that one for about 5 years. So maybe I'll come up with a new joke. Maybe I'll come up with something new, fresh, sharp. This is why I'm disturbed. It could be the most deplorable guitar design of all time, which I'm not saying this is. I'm not that disturbed. Genuinely curious about what these are. I will do no research. I will find this guitar at the NAMM show, and I will find out for myself. But I am intrigued. But anyway, all in good fun. Let me know what you think about this wild guitar, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, keep shredding.